Thinking on your feet. Test fast, fail fast, adjust fast by Tom Peters.
Thinking on your feet. Friends, in this chapter, we'll discuss the following topics.
In this chapter, buying time, buying signals, asking questions, controlling the content, taking notes, listening skills.
An interview is a sales pitch and you are the product. We're always selling something, an idea, a relationship, or a product.
By asking questions, by actively listening, and by taking notes so that you can refer back to difficult points.
Now look into yourself and tell me, is that you?
Does the knowledge that you are just one of many well-qualified candidates for every job make you feel powerless in interviews? Do you feel uncomfortable and incompetent when you're under pressure in unfamiliar surroundings? Do you find it hard to ask questions when you are intimidated? When you walk out of an interview, do you sometimes have the feeling that you were caught wrong-footed and you didn't do yourself justice simply because it was all happening faster than you were able to think? Buying time, buying signals.
It's important to listen carefully in an interview for live on-the-spot clues.
If you don't listen carefully, you may give the wrong answers to the right questions and the right answers to the wrong questions.
There are two reasons for asking questions. They are
To get more information about the job, to get a yes response. Would it be true to say that you are looking for somebody who will become good team player? If I were to join you, what would my first assignment be?
When you're almost on the verge of selection, how do you recognize the buying signals? There are two indications.
When the interviewer starts to ask you leading questions based on the assumption that you are appointed, for example, would you be happy with a corner office? Or, when could you start? Etc. When the interviewer's body language changes from negative to positive, like negative, leaning back or crossing arms, fiddling with a watch or fingernail, clenching hands, pulling an ear, positive, suddenly rubbing the chin, index finger on cheek, leaning forward, rubbing hands. Asking questions.
It is important to ask the right questions as to answer the questions right.
an interview with questions and answers flying both the ways is comfortable for both the people.
Eric Hoffer says, in time of drastic change, it is the learners who inherit the future. Those who have finished learning find themselves equipped to live in a world that no longer exists.
Multipurpose questions are always welcome. It shows the candidate's interest in the job.
There are some great multi-purpose questions which you can prepare in advance, like,
is there a written job description? What kind of performance appraisal system do you have here? Would there be opportunities for growth in this organization? Is there provision for training? Controlling the content.
focus your mind on the strong points, not on the weak ones.
Use your CV in the interview if you feel you're losing your way.
A well-written CV gives a mini presentation of your good points and achievements.
One solid achievement will overshadow a lot of mediocrity and mistakes as well.
Taking notes.
Whatever may be the interview style, Take with you your paperwork, your CV, and your best mindset to give you the best possible chance.
Pen and paper. Whether or not the interviewer is taking notes, there are good reasons why you should. In spite of the fact that you will be expected to talk for 85% of the time, it's the listening you do that counts. And because your listening time is limited, you'll have to make a quality effort to pick up all the clues you need. A receptive, positive state of mind. Run a double check. Write down your goal as soon as you start job hunting and repeat that goal to yourself every day, 20 times a day, including interview day. I am in the process of finding the right job for me. It may not be the ideal job first time around, but it's the first step to my perfect career, and it will give me the opportunity to develop my skills and meet new challenges. Listening skills.
Hearing what's not being said. What do you mean by that, Kalpana?
Half of the problems are created because we do not exercise our listening skills. Remember that God has given us this beautiful gift of 2 ears and 1 mouth. Therefore, you must listen more than you speak. It simply means that you have to pay attention to non-verbal clues such as body language and additionally words, okay, we'll talk to you later, which simply means either the person is not interested in you or does not want to offer you. Use the following points carefully.
Nodding, interested facial expression, attentive body language, leaning forward, alert, repeating keywords, extending questions like, "That's interesting, tell me more. Why is that important to the company?"